Welcome to Today's Woman, and today's topic is communication.
Hi, I'm Rosalind Poon, and welcome to Today's Woman Series 2. And today we've got the amazing Lorraine Yarde with us. Hello, Lorraine.
Hi Ros, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
How's
dear.
everybody doing?
Oh, well, everyone should be doing really well.
I hope so.
That's right. We live in Las Vegas, and what did you say? It was 100
It's 100 degrees out and it's beautiful. I love it.
Wow, okay. Like I said, she's from the UK, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, it always rains in England, so we appreciate this.
That's true. So today, what I want to do, give you a bit of background about Lorraine. Lorraine is a serious serial entrepreneur. So Lorraine has done everything from taking startup tech companies right through to the stock exchange.
Correct, yes.
And also she's produced shows, which is quite a reality shows actually. I feel like I'm on one right now.
And to make our own.
Thank you. And in Las Vegas, apart from everything else, looking at startup companies and things like that, she's also the agent and the mentor for a number of our artists.
Well, younger performers, singers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm really quite amazed that you've actually got time to come and talk to us.
Well, I appreciate the time. I want to tell my story, so that's why I'm
here
here.
we go.
Oh.
Okay. So
I have a lot to say.
She certainly does. Right. So today we want to talk about communication. So in your world, what is the most important tip that you could give us about communication?
Okay, for me, it's mean what you say and say what you mean.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And that transcends for business and in personal relationships as well.
So what does that actually mean to you?
Don't dance around, be honest, be upfront. In business particularly, I find people, and maybe it's an American thing, I don't take offense to it, but being from the UK, we're very straight and honest and upfront. And I find here in the US a lot of the time, people aren't always the same way. For example, if you're trying to prospect a client, and they'll lead you on forever, where in fact they have no intention of doing business with you. They should just say no from the get-go. And that really irks me because it's a waste of time. It's wasting, my time is valuable, time is money. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves. So similar to you, Roz, I always say when I'm having a conversation with somebody, just be straight with me, and I'm very upfront with them, and I'm hoping that will make them feel comfortable to say, well, really, we can't use your services right now, or whatever it might be. But sometimes people aren't comfortable saying no, and that's what the problem is.
I think what I've found in America is very similar, that people are probably more conscious here of being polite.
Right.
And whereas in Australia and the UK, we're polite, but only to a certain point.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but I think you're right. When we think of business as time is money.
Yes.
So the deal is, if you like it, good. We'll talk more. If you don't, well, next.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So how do you know if someone's dancing around?
I think I just have a good sense of people, and typically when you're talking to someone on the phone or in person, you can tell whether they are just placating you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even though I've always been taught persistence pays off, you have to be persistent, don't give up, you're not going to get a yes on the first call, that's sales one-on-one, you're going to keep trying. So that's kind of, you approach it that way. But at some point, 10, 11, 12 calls into it, you have to realize that you're wasting your time. So me personally, if I don't get a person to that point, I'll just back off. And in fact, what I do is a takeaway.
Oh.
So there's a little tactic you use to really know whether or not they are serious about doing business with you or not. So you take the opportunity away from them. Say, okay, maybe this isn't a good fit for you right now. We have other prospects that we're working with.
Psychology.
Basically, yeah. So if they do want to do business with you, then they're going to say, oh, well, actually, no. Actually, it was a bad time, but maybe now's a better time. So that's a little trick that I use, is take the opportunity away from them. Because I see me offering them a service as me presenting the opportunity to them to help them with whatever it is that they're trying to do.
So in business that works. What about in personal relationships?
Well, I feel the same way about that. I mean, communication is really important. You have to be open. You have to be honest. With me, in a relationship, you're going to always know where you stand because I'm very open. I talk a lot. I communicate a lot. Yes. And I expect the same thing back from my partner. Now, men, as we know, aren't always the same as women when it comes to communication. They don't talk the way that we do. But I always tell, in any type of relationship, whether it's business or personal, that you're going to know where you stand with me. One thing about me is you'll always know where you stand.
Well,
and I appreciate that kind of honesty back.
Well, I think that's the most incredible thing. Yes, so long as you know where you stand, you know what to do
What
next.
to do next,
Either
right.
run, right? Is that right?
I hope not, but
Or hug you. That's
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
Okay. Well, that's incredible. Thank you so much, Lorraine. We only have very short videos, right, to
I
keep everyone
understand.
on the go.
Well, I hope it was interesting.
Well, it certainly was.
Good.
Yes, so thank you. And we'll have you back again.
Great, look
We
forward
do.
to it.
Okay, so thank you.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.